so let's just, I'd like to start with thinking about this idea of balance and equilibrium. There's a fundamental division of labor in our work, right? Or we talk about different subsystems having different responsibilities. Right? So one of Moshe's models was when you think about somebody, you're thinking about the interaction between the skeleton, the muscles, the nervous system, and the environment. It is the job of the skeleton to hold you up. It's a job, and by skeleton I mean the bones and the ligaments, because the ligaments connect bone to bone, and they are part of the skeletal system. So this is a pretty unique perspective, right? You don't have to hold yourself up. You get that for free. Your bones hold you up. You know, so this is the idea, which is really common in our society, in our times, that your muscles hold you up. That it's the job of your muscles to hold you up. But it isn't. It's the job of your muscles to move you and to keep you up, to keep you from falling. Now, keeping you up, keeping you from falling is really different than holding you up. Right? Because if your muscles are busy holding you up and they're contracted, if they've contracted, they've already contracted, so they can't contract to help you move because they're busy doing something else. And their job is movement, not support. Okay, so the evaluation is, it's for you to figure out what's going on. It's for you to demonstrate that this is about learning. It's for you to understand better what the person's experience is. And it's to set up the rest of the learning process. All right, so we're going to start with an evaluation in sitting. The Nerf football is the pelvis, right? And this is some simulation of a spine. So let's see. I could take the head forward, right? So here I'm moving, this being the sagittal plane, I'm moving the head forward. Well, a couple of different things could happen. You could arch. You see that? That would be arching. And you can see with the colors of the football that the pelvis is rolling in extension, right? That this being forward. There, you can see he has a nose now, or she, I don't know. And then that's also possible. So that would be the difference between C and an S. Okay? But you'll notice that actually here, I mean, human beings can't arch this much. So if you want to keep going, actually you have to make an S. Yeah? So now the question really is, do you C or do you S? Yeah. This is not a visual task, it's more tactile. And visually it's peripheral movement, but you're not focusing on the movement. Okay, and then I'm going to put my other hand at the bottom of Tam's rib cage. So like there's the top of her pelvis, there's the bottom of her rib cage. I'm kind of right above her waist, or my little finger's right around her waist, right, the top of her waist. This is the ancient five-handed technique. The thing that's interesting is, can you just peck your chin a little for her, Cam? Okay. So if she does that, I can feel in this hand, even without looking, that she's moving above that hand, because I feel the pull. But come back and do it a few times, just a teeny little peck. But I can feel, even though she's moving somewhere where I'm not touching her, I can feel that. Okay, stop. And now could you arch your back between my hands? Right, so well, it's more underneath, but that's okay. So when she does it, I can feel pretty easily where she's moving. She's moving more or less underneath my lower hand. So the first thing you want to do when somebody's lying on their back is you put, usually what I do is I take the pad and I say, I'm going to hold the pad at the top of the table. Would you slide up until you run into it? And then I'm cheating. You see, I tilted the pad a little bit. Come on, a little bit more. So actually, the top of Joanne, that's good. The top of Joanne's head, the crown of her head, is slightly past the top of the table. Because the further I reach, the weaker I get. So here, the back of her head is supported, but she's pretty much as far up as she can